Yeah, because it's definitely being weird.
Yeah. All right.
I don't hear you.
I hear you.
On stream.
I hear you.
Oh.
I don't think so. Now I hear us having that conversation now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I couldn't hear you
Right,
at all
but
for that
you
whole
can't
part.
hear you on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We don't have to hear Nick. We don't want to hear Nick. We will run our own game. It'll be our game. I will win. Do we want to start to introduce ourselves while Nick figures out what happened to his audio?
All right. So, you guys should hear me now, or you guys will on the feedback. If yes, no, someone.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for whatever reason, it wasn't capturing my audio, and that actually makes a lot of sense. It wasn't capturing my audio on Skype because my audio is not playing back through my computer.
That's fair.
So I added my mic input to Game Show. So, yeah, so what's going on is Tom usually produces and runs the stream from his computer. However, he was unavailable today. So I'm jumping in off the deep end, and we're going to try and figure it out.
This is why we paid Tom the big bucks.
The big sum of nothing.
Yeah, he's just really nice to us and does it for free. But it's why we need him, at least.
So, without further ado... Oh, actually, let's do another little test. Let's see if... you guys probably won't be able to hear it through Skype, but it should come up on... should come up through the stream. Epic music. So, anyway, the game Goblin Quest. So, it was a game by anybody watching that is a critter and fan of Critical Role. Marisha Ray did her special Honey Heist, which was a game that was designed by the same creator of the game that we're playing, Goblin Quest. Specifically, getting all my stuff together. It's been stressful. So, specifically, Grant Howitt is the creator of Goblin Quest. So he created Honey Haste and a bunch of other one-shot RPGs. They're great. I highly recommend checking out his stuff. But anyway, Goblin Quest is a game where okay. My monitor just told me the stream went down for a second. But anyway.
That's still for me.
Okay. So yeah, Goblin Quest is a game where you play not one, but a group of characters as they attempt to do some mundane task, the likes of which will probably get them killed. And we've adapted that for Stormtroopers. So, why don't... did we do introductions yet? Or no.
No.
We got...
Let's
do introductions.
We've been going through technical hiccups for about like 5 minutes now.
Sounds about
This
right.
is happening
Yeah.
here.
This is setting the mood for the game. I mean, this is like, if
Exactly.
Stormtroopers were to do a stream, I feel like this would be.
Right.
Yeah, we're just getting into character.
Yeah.
Yep, our ineptness is right now on
Yeah. Yeah. You can see pretty clearly how much we depend on Tom and like having a leader and someone who is going to do that stuff. And then we're gonna try to figure out how to do this game. All right.
So, Fiona, who are you and why should we care?
So was I supposed to make a nickname for myself? Is probably a bad question to ask at this point. But...
No.
Okay.
Let's worry about just introduce yourself, and then we'll get into game things in a second.
Okay. So I am a combat-oriented stormtrooper. I am the first generation of clone of the celebrated Death Trooper OP-7349, who fought in the Battle of Scarif. And legend has it, and I'm very proud to be the first generation of clone, because legend has it, this particular stormtrooper once shot someone. So, you know, by proxy, I have some pretty good combat skills.
I thought we were just doing introductions of like our normal in real life selves.
Oh, are we doing that? My name is Fiona L.F. Kelly. I write stuff for Project Derailed. We usually do that like right at the beginning. I don't know.
It's okay, Fiona. You're ahead of the game.
Yeah. You don't need to know who I am. I introduce myself here every week. Your brother and the other two people who watch me know who I am. It's fine.
Yeah,
That
you
doesn't
work for the
count
CIA.
watching us from the future.
Alexa. Who is Jeff Bezos?
All right. So, Tanner.
Alright, hi, I'm Tanner Bivens, and I'm a content creator for Project Derailed, and today, my character is Trooper Unit EH-7585. Alright, clones of, so basically I was part of the assault team on Hoth. I also just, like, literally walked through my door and sat down, so I just got this character, like, 30 seconds ago.
It's all good. We'll go through character stuff in a second.
Alright, cool. I'll let that happen then. Yeah, hey, I do things for Project Derailed. That's nice. Great. Sweet. That's on.
Okay. And then we are also joined by our friends, Roger and Matt.
Yay, Roger and Matt.
So, to set the stage, find my notes here. There we go. So, you guys were all... why is Photoshop doing weird things? Get out of here. Alright, so, you guys were all part of an experimental program called I'm sorry, things are popping up on my computer and they're doing crazy things. Alright, so all of you are stormtroopers that were not unlike the rest of the stormtroopers of the Stormtrooper Corps. You were part of a special project called Project Revival, which was an experimental endeavor by the Empire to reverse engineer the cloning technology from Camino, long after the cloning operations there had stopped in the wake of the creation of the Empire. This program was specifically designed to take the standout members of the Stormtrooper Corps and clone them to supplement the greater Empire's forces. The project was mostly a failure. The Stormtroopers that were created, while initially retained some of the original's skills and abilities, showed strange quirks, and these quirks and general incompetence continued as generations of clones continued. The Project Revival was eventually cancelled, but not to let good clone troopers go wasted. Any of the troopers that were created through the project who were at least functional were assigned to the Imperial Words are hard. Star Destroyer Maladroit. This Imperial Storm Destroyer. Wow. This Imperial Star Destroyer was present at the Battle of Jakku in the last stands of the Empire.
Jakku! We have to go back!
However, in the battle, when the Star Destroyers began taking casualties, the captain of the Maladroit panicked and jumped in the hyperspace away. Not before the Star Destroyer itself was damaged, its navicomputer inoperable, sending it somewhere into the unknown reaches. The Maladroit jumped out of hyperspace into a dense asteroid field, where it took even more damage before crashing on a remote, unnamed planetoid. Most of the crew, its command, and most of the systems of the ship were completely and utterly destroyed. However, a small group of survivors remains, and they continue to survive on the Star Destroyer for quite some time. Specifically, 20 individuals, 4 units that would have to fend for themselves. This planet, they would learn, was called Pedra Morta, and it was inhabited only by those who had crashed there, decimated by the asteroid field surrounding it. So, you guys are on the crashed remains of the Star Destroyer Maladroit. You've been living here for quite some time, scavenging for what best you could, losing more and more of your number every day. On this particular day, systems indicate that your food is running low, and you'll have to venture out to find more. The commanders are given instructions from the protocol droid, which continues to assume that operations have been completely and utterly normal, maintaining that you follow all Imperial protocols, even though command has been sundered and you have had no contact with Imperial High Command in probably close to a year. But nonetheless, you are instructed to head out to find food so you don't all starve to death. So the way this game works is each player controls 5 individual characters. For this version of Goblin Quest, each individual has a rank. Starting with the commander, who is the first generation clone of the original Stormtrooper they were cloned from. They command the rest of their unit. And the way it'll work is a player can switch between the commander of their unit and the lowest ranking individual at any given time. This is usually because they'll send out the lowest ranking individual first. Now, each individual has their own quirk. They also have a number of wounds they can take before they die. The lowest individual can only take 1. The middle group can only take 2, and the commander themselves can take 3. If you take a number of wounds equal to how much you have available, you die. And then once your lowest ranking member dies, you can send out the next in line. Now, the other thing that this version of Goblin Quest has is expertise. The higher up the rank you go, the more expertise your character has. So at any given time, you can claim to have heard something about the situation at hand, learn something in your past that would help you now. Something as similar like, oh, you know that this alien race only comes out at night. You just make it up on the spot. What that would do is it creates something in the game that is considered factual. So that fact will receive a pull of dice equal to your expertise. And only each character in your group can only do this once. So let's say the commander decides that they recall hearing a piece of information about the situation at hand. You declare the fact, and that will create a pull of 4 dice. Anytime after that, any player can invoke that thing and say how it helps them at the situation, and they can pull a dice from that pull. Now, the way it works is to achieve things, you'll just roll a d6. And the outcome of that roll will determine basically what happens. And that is determined by a chart. Now, you can add more dice to that roll based on the things that you have on your character sheet. If you feel your quirk for that particular character is helpful, you just describe how it's helpful, and you get to add a die to what you're rolling. Additionally, any equipment you have or anything else that you want to try and get an extra die for, you can try and rationalize it out and add a die to the roll. However, each die is basically adjudicated separately. So you're not adding anything up. You just say, okay, that die rolled high, that die rolled a 5, that die rolled a 2, and then look on the chart to see what that means. So it's possible to roll really well on one of your dice and roll really low on another one of your dice and succeed at what you're trying to do, but also simultaneously kill yourself.
Okay.
So, yeah. Now, at this point, you know that your general goal is that you need to venture out for supplies, just to survive. What you know about this planet is that there is some semblance of a civilization, but it's kind of been ramshackled together from the remains of crashed spacecraft and the individuals that landed on it. From your time here, you've seen almost no humans. But at this point, it's kind of up to you guys to determine how you approach going about finding or accomplishing your goal, basically.
Okay. So are we in the game now?
Yep.
Okay.
And so our goal is just to get food.
Find food, sounds like.
Now,
all right.
The game, just for anybody watching, the way the game is set up is actually the normal version of Goblin Quest can actually be run without a GM entirely. The quest and the things that happen can be generated by rolling on a chart. We're going to take a much more free-form approach to it, so it's going to resemble a little bit more like a traditional role-playing game. But the way task and conflict will be resolved will be pretty much right out of the system. So you guys, and you guys can feel free to introduce your characters and your clones however you see fit as we go.
Okay. Alrighty, well, it seems like we gotta go find some food, and I think that's a job for the Ed gang. And so all of my stormtroopers are like, yeah, and you can like get like the action movie intro with all of them like putting their fists up, and each of their names pop up on the screen. It's great. Just imagine all of that. And their names are Edward, Ed with 2 D's, aka Double D, Edwin, Eddie, and Ed with 1 D. So it's the Ed gang, and they're all scout troopers, and so they're like, yeah, we're gonna save the day. And then they end the freeze frame and they don't do anything.
Well,
You obviously can't forget about the science team. Oh, no, I'll let Piana go.
I think that my team is perfectly capable of going and hunting and shooting something. I mean, we come from a long line of very successful hunters. So I think that we've got this over here. And then I'm going to copy Roger pretty blatantly. We also jump in freeze frame, and you see it that our names are... I didn't give myself a name. So I'm OP7349-0. If someone has a better name, please tell me. And then, yeah, put it in the chat. And then next to me is -1, also known as Tex, -2, also known as Percy Du Rollo, -3, also known as Nick 3, -4, also known as Buckshot Forio. I really, like, these two got pretty stupid. And -5, also known as 5E the Kid. But
That one's good.
and we all like high five, but like with our blasters.
Does one of them go off when you high five?
Oh yeah, and I'm like, could have caught a bird right there. You know, you never know. It's just that good.
As the engineering team, I feel this task is way below us, but that I don't really think you guys can get it done without us. I hate to keep riding the freeze frame, but I think
It's just a great way.
Yeah, no, it's a very nice,
Yeah.
tool.
So I have I have Epsilon, Sigma, Mu, Kappa, and Lambda. You guys, because they're pretty cool guys. You can tell.
But they all have glasses like nerds.
They actually do like have glasses on top of their helmet, like over the visor.
Yeah, they have so Matt is the scout specialty, so he has the scout trooper helmet, and then they have just aviators that just rest.
No, I'm the scout one.
Oh no!
No, he's
I'm the engineer one.
You're the engineer. So
That's why he has glasses like a nerd.
Yeah. So yeah, you just have it.
But hold on, everyone. Aren't you going to the science team? The people that go out and actually study these things? I'm getting horrific feedback right now. As I said.
Yeah.
I'm getting bad feedback too.
Yeah.
I think it's. I think that's on your end, Tanner.
What the? This was fine. Like, all the way up until I said those words. Shit.
Alexa, fix this shit.
I think I changed her wake word.
Computer.
No!
Let's see here. God damn it. Well, 1 sec. I guess I gotta try mess with my audio.
No worries.
So the three of us just bicker for a while, I feel like.
Or a while.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I think I can.
Yeah, I still hear the feedback.
Yeah, that's a little.
I don't think it's phones though, but might now. Where's your back?
Is your phone real close to your microphone?
Yeah.
That might be it. Did that fix it? No. Hi, Tanner.
Alright, so I say we
the
all
science
leave the
team
ghost-looking ones.
Where's
So the science team is not there yet, so we obviously have to have a battle royale so that, winner can fight the science team.
I say we do a push-up contest.
I can do it. I can do so many push-ups. My original clone always won push-up contests. He was the best push-upper in the Stormtroopers.
Alright, I say that we roll for this push-up contest. I'm gonna have Double D do push-ups.
Okay.
I'm gonna have...
So you're rolling a d6 just as a normal action, and then is there anything from your character sheet that you want to use to, maybe give yourself more dice? Keep in mind, more dice will increase your chances of success, but will also increase the chances of something going wrong. Okay,
so Double D likes to get the high ground, so I'm gonna do push-ups from the high ground.
So you grab some nearby chairs and you do the chair push-ups. So sure.
I am going to do. I'm going to have Tex be the one to do these push-ups, and he is 6 inches shorter than the rest of the unit, but we don't talk about it. He's very sensitive. So the logic here is that he would be lighter than the rest of us because there's just less of him.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Can everybody hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is there any feedback?
Nope.
No, I think you're good.
Alright.
I'm still getting some, but I don't know if that's you or me.
So I'm rolling 2d6, yes?
Yeah, go ahead and roll 2d6 and let me know.
Am I also rolling 2d6?
Yes.
Alright.
I got a 4 and a 6.
I got a 1 and a 3.
Okay, so
Tex dies.
They are.
You take 1 injury. Tex takes 1 injury.
Shit.
So go ahead and mark that off. You are 1/3 your way closer to death.
From doing push-ups.
The way it works is 1 or 2 on any of your dice when you roll, that's an injury. So if you're rolling more than 1 dice and you get more than 1 ones or 2s, you could outright die.
Oh boy.
Number 3, if you roll a 3, is something bad happens, which means
that was all my rolls. 1 and 3. What the fuck?
Right, which means the next time anybody tries to roll anything, they get -1 to all of their dice rolls.
Okay.
Now, if you roll a 4 on a die, it's something good happens. So something good happens in that moment, and the next time anybody rolls to do anything, they get +1 to all of their dice results. And then a 5 or a 6 is a victory, where whatever it is you were trying to accomplish, you succeed spectacularly.
Victory screech.
No, that's not fair. We all say. You were doing the fake push-ups. You have to do real push-ups on the floor, not on a chair. That doesn't count.
I have the high ground.
Dislocated arm.
He just fucked up so bad, and they're all like, "It's okay, Tex. It's not about your height at all."
All the Eds just start chanting "Double D, Double D, Double D."
Alright, so anyway, Tanner, go ahead and introduce your unit.
Alright, our unit finally got our comms comm mic working through our various helmets. As we sat there and messed with that for several minutes. My unit is the EH-7585 units that were very well known for their sciencing on Hoth, where they tried to weaponize Wampus, and let's just say that there's now less of us in this world than there were before and after Hoth. Either way, here we are. We're here to science all over the place. No matter what it is, we're guaranteed we're going to shove some science in there.
That's nice.
It's going to be. Most scientists believe in, careful study, practice, the scientific method. We're not so stringent as those scientists. We believe that it's kind of like, you throw some science on the wall, you see what sticks. And, you kind of go from there. Science is more of an art than a science, really.
I just want you to stop treating science like it's an object. Just gotta pour some science in here.
Exactly.
With that science.
We walked in the room, we saw a whole bunch of beakers with strange colors and said, you know what? Let's put them on a giant jug and drink it and see what happens. And then there were less of us that day than there are today. Either way, our team names so far are Scientist 1, Scientist 2, Scientist 3, Scientist 4, and Carl.
Thanks, Carl.
Alright. Okay, so, you guys have your tasks ahead of you. And, it is up to you to head out into the dangerous wastes of Pedra Morta. Now, the way the game is usually set up is you'll control your commanding officer, you're the commander of your unit, who won't actually venture out into the mission itself until probably all your subordinates are dead and you have no other choice. And you'll command your lowest ranking officer, or your lowest ranking stormtrooper, until they die. And you can switch freely between the commander and the lowest ranking one. So you'll really only be controlling one of your troopers at a time.
Okay. So it's just dash zeros are all back at base, and then 1 through 5 are like going out into the field.
There is no dash zero. It's just the 5. The dash 1 is the commander.
Oh.
There is no.
See, I asked.
There's no original.
I asked earlier if we were dash zero, and you said yes.
He's a liar.
What a butt liar.
Since the Ed's won, Ed gets to go out first.
Yeah, now and to also...
Is that double D Ed gets to go out first?
No, this is Ed with 1D.
The combat specialist.
Okay.
Roger is the scout, the scouting unit. Matt is the engineering unit. And Tanner is the science unit. If you didn't pick that up
from our freeze frame intros.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, as you exit the relative safety of the Star Destroyer Malatroid, you see the rocky, cold, desolate expanse beyond. Crashed ships of every make and variety stretch out to the horizons, and you can occasionally see way off a ramshackle speeder kind of shooting off the one-way. You can see that there is a small clustering of civilization some distance away, where survivors of the various crashed vehicles have kind of congregated in some semblance of a livable space. You can head that way, or you can search for food and supplies some other way. What would you guys like to do?
I say we go over there to the place where the people are.
I wanna be where people are.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Alright. So
Alright, Ed leads the way.
No.
Carl follows close behind.
Tex leads the way. Tex also tries to lead the way. No.
So are you
Ed
guys sending
starts
your,
to lead.
are you
Tex
guys
gets
So,
sending
is that what,
commander
your
out?
full troops going out, or are you just sending just Ed? I feel
Well-
like
Ed is number 5.
Oh, okay, so then I send out 5E the kid.
And I'm sending out Carl, my top gun, that's telling him.
I'll send the Lambda.
Lambda.
That's your lowest ranking?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty. So you guys head to the more civilized part, and that is using civilized as a very, in the loosest of senses. The buildings themselves seem to be made out of junk and scrap, and you see all walks of alien species kind of moving about. There is a market, it appears, stretched out before you. Some people selling wares, but what seems like they would be like anything worth buying, they just seem like pieces of trash and garbage that seem to be out displayed as if they were something worth buying for money. It's all very strange. You don't really know what anything is. Yeah.
I go up to the nearest table. What's at the table?
You see what appears to be a bunch of scrap metal bent in different configurations, and they appear to be presented as if they were art.
Is there somebody that's behind this stand?
Yes, in fact. It is a Ithorian, a large alien that has kind of like a long, like bent neck that kind of tees off into like a hammerhead type configuration. He kind of like narrows his eyes at you as you approach.
I say very loudly, "Are these edible?"
He says, "You have no idea what he said to you."
I say, "I think we're on the right track, guys."
Great work, team. Let's take what we want and leave.
So I put it back down and then I wave to the rest of the gang to come over.
I do like a Mission Impossible barrel roll on the way over.
I use my data scanner
I
to scan
check
everything.
my corners.
Okay, so Tanner, go ahead and roll. You're gonna scan for food.
All right.
I take it.
Yeah.
So, go ahead and roll, and you were going to roll a d6, and since you're using your data scanner, you can roll another d6 if you'd like.
Lovely. I rolled a 3 and a 5.
Okay, so you definitely pick up food on your scanner. A 5 is a victory, so you definitely picked up. You definitely picked up food on your scanner. However, the whirring of the scanner has alerted several curious insect-looking aliens that are nearby, and they begin converging on your location.
As soon as that Began's whirring goes off, I kind of jump, and I'm like, "Gee, did you have to do that thing, like, right here, right next to my head? What's wrong with you?"
I'm still just inspecting the different things on the table that are art and trying to figure out if I can fit them in my mouth.
3 of these insect-like aliens flutter down and land right in front of Tanner. What's your current clone's name?
Carl.
Land in front of Carl, and one attempts to grab the scanner out of your hand.
Can I panic
I'm
shoot?
going to...
You can panic
What?
shoot.
I was going to use the Force, because Carl is convinced that he is Force sensitive. And I will look at this insect and I will say, "You do not want this data scanner."
Okay. Alright. So, okay, so Carl, go ahead. Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Alright. I rolled a 5 and a 1.
A 5 and a 1. Okay.
Correct.
So,
Mixed signals.
the alien creature who's looking at your data scanner, and you say you don't want your data scanner. It works as it raises its head, realizing it doesn't want the data scanner. It wants your head, and it goes, reaches out and just decapitates you as you take one wound one, and you only had one wound to take. You Wilhelm scream.
Can I panic
Holy
shoot now?
shit.
Yeah, you can panic shoot now. So go ahead.
Like, oh my god!
So you're going to take a -1 on all your rolls because something bad happened when the data scanner came out before. So
do I roll 1 or 2?
you would roll. You would roll 2. 1 for the thing you're doing, and 1 because you have a blaster that you're using.
Do I have a blaster? I guess I should look at that before I...
You probably
You
Yeah.
also have grenades.
Yeah, I'm like, you're combat. You should probably have at least a...
Yeah.
Everybody.
Alright, I
everybody
have stuff. Okay.
You
So
could
yeah, I'm
argue
gonna...
that you could roll 3 because you're shooting something, and that's your specialty.
Yeah. So I'm gonna...
You're gonna roll 3.
So, wait, which one takes -1? All of them, or just one of them? Son of a bitch. Okay.
You don't have to roll all 3 if you don't want to roll.
No, I'm gonna roll all 3.
Okay.
Oh, that is a 6, a 5, and a 1.
Alrighty. So does that?
So, wait, that's,
A
so
5,
that
a
would be...
4, and a 0.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 5, a 4, and a 0. Okay. So you let loose with your heavy blaster rifle. You fire 3 shots, 2 of which take out 2 aliens, the third of which ricochets off of a metal plate and bounces right back and hits you in the head. You've thrown dead.
I say again, holy shit!
And something good has happened as the rest of the alien bug creatures fly away.
Alright.
So it's
Good game, guys.
So are we sending out our new
Yeah,
people?
you can send out your new. The rest of you can radio back and request the next member of the chorus.
No, I don't want to radio back yet.
Alright. I have lost comms with my friends, so I am sending out.
So I was like, I'm a little embarrassed by our behavior in this plaza. I don't know if I want to send out another scientist.
EH75851 looks at EH75854 and says, "You are the new Carl, so you are going to go out."
They all just get the name Carl. They get it passed along. So
Oh, shit.
So, Carl Jr. gets sent out.
Uh-huh.
It's Carl.
I send out Blasty and Buckshot Forio.
Mhm.
Alrighty. So yeah, you guys are still standing in the market as the new Carl arrives. His scanner does definitely correspond with the scanner of previous Carl, and you do know that the general direction of things that would pass as food is in a general direction.
So it's definitely not
wait.
what I'm holding.
No, it's definitely
Damn it.
not.
I looked
You are
at the
holding a
two.
chunk of metal.
Is that something that I could use to decorate Blasty?
Yeah, potentially.
Alright. How much for that? You know, for a friend. Do I have to need
that sounds like
money?
a ripoff.
That sounds high to me. I think we should go lower. Go for more like a.
Do we have money? Do we have like resources? Anything? Or
Not on you. And even if you did, the money you would have possessed probably wouldn't have been accepted here.
I take off like one of my like shin guards or something. And I hand him that. And I try to take the thing and, like, kind of see what happens. Like, yeah? Like, alright, bye.
Alright, so I would say go ahead and make a roll.
God damn it.
You can roll a second die because it's for Blasty if you want.
Alright, is this +1 or no?
This is +1.
Alright.
All of the bugs flew away.
Shit. Okay. So then that is a 2 and a 5.
A 2 and a 5?
Mm-hmm. I'm rolling a lot of ones, guys.
Okay. So,
man, I'm just tired tonight. I'm just trying to get this stream over as soon as possible, so I'm just kind of trying to slaughter my characters.
Okay, so you take off the piece of your armor from your shin, basically, and you extend it out to the alien. He kind of narrows his eyes and he looks at it, and he takes it and then hands you the piece. As you did this, a large alien rat-looking thing scurries out and bites you on the shin, right where you removed your armor, and you take 1 injury.
What a bitch.
So wait a minute. Oh no, that rat bit her?
Yeah.
Well, EH75H5, the new Carl Jr., everyone is at risk of contracting some alien virus. Precautions must be taken.
I wrapped the
So
metal
you
around Flash.
infected, we have to decontaminate you.
What does that entail?
That's a great question. What does that entail?
What does it entail? You tell me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's see here. How about, because I'm going to use my data scanner to scan that leg.
Sure.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, you can always use your one use of expertise per character to declare basically a fact about the world or the universe or whatever that could potentially help you. It's basically like, I remember reading about this thing, or I remember back at the academy, something or other. You don't have to use that because you can only do it once per character, but it would allow you and your allies to potentially benefit from it a number of times equal to your expertise for that character.
I don't know how I could use this one as a benefit.
Well, I know that we are part droid, so I'm going to say that her leg is going to be fine, and that there's nothing you need to do.
Listen,
if you want,
that is
I
not
can
how
give
this
her
works.
tuna. No, yeah, I'm
Precautions
pretty
must be
sure.
taken.
All right, well, I don't want to diss the scientists, but I am an engineer, and you're a scientist.
Alright,
I don't want to diss engineers, but you're an engineer and I'm a scientist.
wait, if we're just made of metal anyway, why do we bother with all this armor and stuff? It's honestly, it's
That's what I've
pretty
been saying
heavy.
for years. Yeah, I
That should call this
That's
teenage
what I've
really,
been
if you
saying
think
for
about it.
years.
You're pretty sure. Which one are you, Matt? Lambda? Right now?
yes.
Yeah. You're pretty sure Lambda is just wrong.
Yes, I swear that we are some part droid.
I don't know.
I start looking at my hand to my arm hand and start questioning everything.
We're all pretty dumb.
Yeah. So,
These are the science guys.
Is Carl doing anything about this rat bite?
I mean, if I'm part rope, wait.
No, I don't think I
droids
can think of
good
really
guys or
anything.
bad guys? Do we start shooting ourselves? I'm confused.
Yeah, I was going to say, we got to contain the infection. We just got to kill Blasty now.
No. I point Blasty at him. I swear to God, I'll do it. Do not touch Blasty.
I'm gonna try to step away from the weird altercation that's taking place and try to find that food that was found.
Oh yeah, let's just find food.
Alright.
You know what?
I'll go away with my one.
So you push
Shin
the fact
part.
that your combat specialist at the moment is probably going to die of some terrible disease. You push it to the back of your
She'll be
mind.
fine. She's that part of her
That's
body is
okay,
part droid.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not worried. The engineer's telling me I'm gonna be fine, so...
Do I have drugs? Would I have drugs as a science person?
No, not really.
I'll just give them a bunch of drugs.
I would have like antibiotics on the ship.
Yeah, there's like simple like stuff like Bacta and other like med kit stuff, but you guys don't have any on you at the moment.
So I just have to make it back to the ship.
I have a toolkit. Can I duct tape her leg?
Sure, yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and roll a d6 plus a d6 for your kit.
Actually, right before he does that, can I shoot off Blasty to get the tip hot and like cauterize the wound?
Yes, you may do that.
Yeah.
So what you'll be doing is, Fiona, first you would roll 2d6, and you're gonna see if you can create a situation.
Make me kill all of my characters. Okay, so do I get +1 or no? Just regular?
Just regular.
Okay, that's a 4 and a 2.
You and these twos, man.
No, I've been rolling ones. This is the first time I have not rolled a 1.
The 4 is something good has happened. So you successfully heated up your blaster, which would allow Lambda to use it to cauterize your wound. 2 is another injury, which means you fired off your blaster, shot yourself in the other foot, and died.
Alright.
Wound, right? And this character has 2 wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you fire your blaster to heat up the thing, and that works. It absolutely works. But the blaster bolt ricochets and kills you.
Hey, problem solved!
And
I have 3
Well, I mean, we have
characters
less
left.
people
One
to
of them
feed
has
now.
a wound already from doing push-ups.
So in this particular part of the street, there are 3 dead stormtroopers.
And then this next part means he's gonna go in a second here. The Joy's explosion's probably too much. He's gonna just die. Alright, Mick 3 comes out. Mick 3.
Alright, hopefully this guy doesn't get himself killed.
Alright. So, do you guys follow the source of food?
Yes.
Yeah, Ed is gonna find that.
Are you guys still on your 5th guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tanner's lost.
Give me some of them.
Yeah, I lost one, Carl.
Alright.
So now, the point of this game is to have all your characters die in hilarious ways.
So far I'm winning.
And there is a contingency for if all your characters die, which we'll get to if that ever happens.
Oh, okay.
So just
I kinda wanna get there.
Game if all your characters die.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna win. Try my best.
Okay.
So I'm gonna find that food, man.
Yeah.
So
Mick 3 catches up with him.
So you guys move throughout the kind of through the strange shanty town of scavenged ships and scrap amongst all the different various creatures that regard you with a healthy amount of suspicion. As I said, there's almost no humans around, and you guys all stand out as you're wearing your very white armor, with the exception of Mick 3, who is wearing the nice black Death Trooper armor.
Yeah.
But, nonetheless, still as inconspicuous as the rest, which is not at all. So, you move to what appears to be a spaceport of sorts, but there isn't any large ships that would be for getting off planet or anything. Instead, you see a variety of speeders and atmospheric transport vehicles, most of which have been cobbled together themselves. And you see some aliens unloading some crates. as you approach, Carl, your scanner goes crazy with the signal of food.
Food? I like this. Food. There we go, buddy. Let's do this.
Okay.
As you begin to approach, you notice that leading, there are a group of aliens that is unloading all of this food is now returning back to this area, leading something off of the large speeder. It appears to be a large chained rancor.
Ooh.
Oh, that's super cool.
And they push one of the crates towards it, and it picks up the crate with its large claw, crushes it and into its mouth, and you see what appears to be like meat and fruit and other stuff.
So is the Rancor chained up?
Yes, as they're leading it in by chains, and then they chain it to a large post right in the middle of this area. All of the crates that seem to be containing the food are all around it.
An idea is going off in the scientist's head. So the idea is, what I should do is take my blaster and shoot the chains off, and so while the Rancor is Rancoring, we can steal all the food. I do not share this with everybody else, I'm just going to do it. What do I roll?
So you're trying to move in and unchain the Rancor?
Yes, I want to try to shoot it. I want to try to shoot the chains off of the Rancor.
So you can roll 2 dice because you have a blaster. And
Alright.
you're doing a thing. So you can go ahead and do that.
I
Unless
roll-
you want to invoke anything else or use anything else on your character sheet to give you more.
Let me see here for Carl Juju here. No. Oh.
I'm gonna invoke some expertise on this because you know Ed is very smart and knows a lot about Rancors, and he knows that their vision is based on movement.
This is your first trooper.
Yes.
I roll a
Ed's
4 and a
expertise
5.
is 0.
Is 0. Yes,
Which
I
means
know.
Ed knows that it's not
Yes.
useful at all, which means it's
Exactly. Exactly. But that's not gonna stop Ed from saying that.
Right.
So Ed says, "No, guys, it's okay. Their vision is based on movement." So I try to time when the Rancor is looking at us or not looking at us. And when it's not looking, I decide to move closer to the box.
Okay.
I rolled a 4 and a 6 to shoot the chains off.
Okay. So,
It's just with Roger moving, with Ed moving closer.
Okay,
Shuffling
so-
over.
blaster bolt. You fire the blaster bolt, and it sails across and it strikes the chain successfully, dealing some damage to it, but not quite enough to break it. The Rancor is startled by the sound of the shot and jerks on the chain, further damaging the chain. However, it still doesn't break. However, that does basically that was a success, and something good happens. So the next roll that anybody makes will get +1 on all of their dice.
Ooh.
And the way it'll work is, depending on the task, will require a certain number of successes to succeed. So that was 1 success towards breaking the chain of the Rancor.
Okay, I'm gonna keep moving closer to the crate and timing it when the Rancor's not looking at me.
Go ahead and make a. You can roll a d6. You can roll an additional d6 because you're good at stealthy things.
Okay. I got a 4 and a 3, so I get +1 on both of those, so it's a 5 and a 4.
5 and a 4. So that is
That's done good.
1 success, and a good thing happens. So, Yeah, you continue sneaking up closer to one of the crates. You get about halfway there, and what's a good thing? You happen to see, while there is like the alien kind of crew about, you happen to see that if you go to the left, you'll be out of the line of sight of almost all of them.
Ooh, yes.
So that's another +1 on whoever makes the next roll. So now the other thing, the way this is going to work is technically each person should get an action. Like there's not an initiative, but each person should have an opportunity to do a thing before anybody gets to do another thing. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
I think we can kind of just keep a loose track of that.
As I discover that, I kind of just go like.
All right, so Tanner did a thing, Roger did a thing.
Matt, you want to go?
Yeah,
Matt, go first.
I'm gonna kind of follow our scout team, trusting that I will not be injured as soon as I stop moving.
Because their vision's based on movement, man.
Yep.
So say that again. What are you trying to do?
So I'm just gonna keep following Ed.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. You're gonna do a stealthy thing, but you're not specialized in that. So just roll 1d6.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, you succeeded. Yeah. So you pretty stealthily and adeptly follow behind Ed. So Fiona, what do you want to do if anything?
Is there anything like any barrels of flammable liquid around?
Is this a video game?
You could,
Combustible rancor meat.
You could, if you like, use your expertise to declare that, in fact, rancor droppings are highly flammable because there is, in fact, several piles.
Hell yeah!
All right.
So
this is your third trooper, so I think they have expertise.
Right. 2.
Okay,
Mhm.
so that adds 2 dice to a pull that can be used by anybody to take advantage of that fact, one way or another. So you can only use one at a time. Actually, I think you might be able to use all of them if you wanted, but once they're both used by anybody, they're gone.
Okay. So I'm going to try to find some pieces of poop because my brilliant idea here is that I am going to distract from the fact that we're pretty openly shooting the chains off this Rancor, damage the Rancor a little bit, and then they can and then that will distract the Rancor to look away so that everyone can then run.
Sure.
That's my plan.
Okay. So you're trying to shoot poop?
Shoot poop so it explodes. That's
Okay.
what I want to do.
So, all right. So go ahead. You're good at shooting, so you can add 1d6.
Okay.
You're gonna use. You just want to use. I'll say you can use as many dice as are available if you want.
I just want to use one.
One of them. Okay.
So
you can roll
3
3d6.
total.
Yeah.
Do I add 1?
Yes, you can add 1 to all of the results.
Alright. Ooh! 7.
Girl.
7. 4.
Damn. 2
Hey.
2 7s. Yep.
Okay. So,
But I don't know if anyone can see that. 7 7 4.
wow. Okay, so a 7 is like an overwhelming success. It basically counts as 2 successes by itself. So you fire a blaster bolt, and it hits the poop. And causes
Shitstorm.
a massive explosion. The Rancor startles so hard that a good thing happens, which is your 4, and the chain just breaks. So the Rancor is now free.
Okay.
and you see aliens, all the aliens that were about unloading this thing and tending to it, start like kind of screaming and flailing wildly.
Idiots.
Kind of rampaging, both in terror of the explosions that just happened around it, and taking advantage of its newfound freedom.
Alright, let's grab the food and run away.
So the food is right next to where the Rancor is at still. So you can grab the food, but you'll have to get kind of close. So who wants to?
I will do it. I go sprinting forward.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well.
You're rolling a d6. Would you like to add anything for any reason?
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything I can't
You could,
add.
as the scientist, roll an extra die because it's taking you within proximity of a creature which you would know about.
Oh, that's true. So let's do that.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll 2d6.
Do I have any bonuses?
I got
plus
2
1.
set.
Plus
Yeah.
1 on all the results.
Alright, so a 4 and a 2.
A 4 and a 2. Okay, so you sprint forward, and you can't quite get to the box in time as the creature swipes down at you as you approach, and it scratches you across the shoulder, and you take 1 wound.
Ah!
However, that does momentarily distract it as its attention is on you, granting the next roll plus 1s. So somebody else who wants to do something. Everybody's gone.
Are these
What was that?
are these crates like able to be picked up? Like I know the Rancor picked it up, but are we able to actually carry them?
You can. You'd only be able to grab 1, and it would probably slow you down a little bit because it's probably like
Yeah.
But you probably get it yourself.
I'd like to see if there's something around that I could kind of make like a makeshift like cart or something, or if there is a cart around, kind of.
Yeah. It's not a cart. It's kind of like a hover sled, but it seems to be deactivated and kind of in a pile of rubble a pile of like scrap and stuff off to the side. You can kind of run over to it and see if you can use your engineering to fix it real fast and get it working.
Yes.
Okay, so taking advantage of the Rancor being distracted, you'll get +1 on all of your die results. So you read over there and go ahead and make a roll. So you can roll a d6 plus a d6 for your engineering expertise. And you can add another d6 if you want to use your multi-tool for this.
I will. Okay.
Okay, so
I'll
you're
what?
3 d6.
So and I get +1.
You get +1 on everything.
Then I have 2 5s and a 4.
2 5s and a 4. Okay, yeah, you run over there and you kind of like yank and pull the hover sled out, and you see just a couple of its circuits are kind of severed, and using your multi-tool you just quickly reach in there and twist the wires back together, and the whole thing powers up. And yeah, so this is definitely going to help you out moving the cargo, which is a good thing in and of itself, granting +1 on the next roll. So, Roger or Fiona?
I'm just in awe of the explosion. I'm not doing anything. I'm just like, oh, so,
Like,
so nice.
blowing your blizzards.
Yeah.
Like emitting smoke.
Just enjoying it. I'm just not doing anything. Just
Okay.
gonna enjoy it.
Roll a d6 for just enjoying it. You do get a +1 on the roll.
Nick, why do you do these things to me? That's a 5.
Okay. You
You
successfully
super
enjoy
enjoy
the
it.
explosions.
I'm so heartbroken that I die.
Well, no, there's
Alright.
a Rancor that's still like standing right next to all you guys flailing around, so just standing there doing
I'm not worried about it.
So,
Alright, so where am I in relation to the Rancor right now?
you are currently hiding off to the one side. It doesn't see
Mhm.
you. You can't get to one of the at least one of the crates of food. However, it'll put you kind of on around the other side of the Rancor from all of your friends.
Okay, I'm going for it.
Alrighty. So go ahead and make a roll. Are you going to continue to do it stealthily?
Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and roll. You can add a d6 for stealth things. Anything else you want to invoke to add to your roll?
I mean, no. This is 100% hitting my quirk right now.
Sure, you can add a d6 for that. What's the quirk?
Sure. If I can't see it, it can't see me.
Yes. Yes. Go ahead and add that. So you can.
Okay. And it's a 4, 6, and a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you get all the way up there, and you have one of the crates. Yeah, and the Rancor continues to be looking completely elsewhere, making your approach back somewhat easy. So something good happened. So the next roll will have +1. So anybody's go, because we already went around.
Am I? I guess I'm just going to continue to distract the Rancor.
Sure. Anything in particular you're going to do to distract it?
I guess instead of attack me, I'm going to try to shoot it.
Sure.
With science. And by science, I mean a gun.
Alright.
My gun's name is Science.
So go ahead and roll a d6. Roll a d6. You can add another d6 because you're using your gun, and you get +1 on all the rolls because of Roger's good thing.
7 and 7.
7 and 7.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. You unleash some blaster bolts.
Eat science,
just hits the
motherfucker!
Rancor. And yeah, this thing, its attention is fully on you. This time you kept your distance, so it couldn't get a swipe on you. So yeah, you have succeeded in distracting the Rancor spectacularly, and nothing bad happens. But nothing good happened either. So the next roll will be a normal roll. So who wants to go next?
I'm gonna try and pick up Roger with or Ed with the crate.
Okay, so you're gonna navigate the crate or the
Hover sled. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll drive up to him.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a d6. Do you have? I'll let you roll another d6 for engineering since you're using the computer.
Ooh. I rolled. So I don't have a +1 on this.
No +1.
And I have a 4 and a 3.
Okay. So, you move over there, but the Rancor kind of sidesteps and kind of blocks your way. So, a 3 is something bad happens, and a 4 is something good happens, which means that cancels. Yeah, so you make a little bit of progress, but you can't make it all the way there because the Rancor is just kind of thrashing about, causing chaos. Luckily, the Rancor is distracting all of the aliens from the fact that you're trying to steal shit, which is good. The Rancor is also a very large threat to you guys. So,
Well, we would pay for it if they would accept any of our methods of payment.
yeah, nah. Alright, so, Fiona or Roger? Or did Roger go already? This last round?
No, I haven't gone this round.
Yeah, so Fiona or Roger?
I'm kind of interested to see what Fiona does first.
Alright. What do the people, aliens, whatever, in the market seem to be doing?
They are kind of running and panicking. A lot of them are running away because the Rancor is free. Some of them might be running to grab weapons.
Alright. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna just kind of try to shoot the poop again. That seemed to work last time.
Yeah, there is some poop left because there's still one of those dice in the bowl.
Is there Is there, like, poop far enough away that I'm not gonna just explode my friend, the shit? No, not Ed. Carl.
It's possible, but that would be something the dice would decide.
Okay.
So it would be just your first d6, then a d6 for shooting, and a d6 for... And then I'll use the last d6.
Alright. Ooh, buddy, do I get a bonus?
No bonus.
4, 2, 1.
4, 2, and 1.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill someone.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Tanner.
You shoot, and it in fact does ignite the poop. However, the poop was, as you're kind of moving to get into position, the Rancor kind of turns to look at you, and as you fire, it swipes and flings the poop towards you. Your blaster bolt hits it when it's about 2 feet in front of you, exploding as you take 2 wounds and die.
Oh, buddy.
It's a good thing you got to enjoy that first explosion.
I did. I got overconfident. All right.
Yeah.
All these quirks are just bad. Like, I'm just waiting to get to the commander. The next one is that I constantly tell others how exactly I would destroy random objects. So.
Yeah. So, but luckily, the Rancor his focus has been entirely on the destruction of what was that?
Serve my purpose.
McThree.
McCree, yeah.
Yeah.
And now
Rancor's attention is
Percy
now fully on the
Durolo.
smoldering remains of McCree.
McThree.
McThree. And it actually picks up hers.
It's,
I don't know.
It's I did use all gender neutral pronouns when writing the character sheet.
Yeah. I don't know. It's theater of the mind. Whatever you want me to be, that's what I
As it
am.
just crunches on it, distracted, eating the remains.
Do I have a clear path to what's his face, Carl Jr.?
It looks like you might.
Carl Jr. Is that a restaurant?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Not Carl Jr. I mean, what's the engineer? I don't remember his name.
That's Lambda.
Lambda, yeah, so I have a clear path to Lambda now.
You just might.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go for it. I'm gonna take that crate.
Alrighty. So, you already have a crate in your hands, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
so yeah, go ahead and roll. So it's just a 1d6. Are you using anything to try to help your chances getting everything?
I mean, I guess I can try to use my quirk and be on the other side of the box and not see the Rancor. I can see you.
Yeah, no, yeah, go for it. So you can roll 2d6.
It's a 6 and a 5.
Yeah, you succeed and you get all the way there.
I want Ed to fail here. Ed is killing it right now. I need Ed to fail.
Is that a full round, or we still have a...
that is a
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Yeah, that was that round, yeah.
And that ended with a good thing. Yeah, the Rancor is just still completely and utterly distracted, especially because he couldn't see you. You didn't pull his attention away from the remains of McThree.
Mm-hmm. Its vision is based on movements.
I'm going to say that Carl Jr. is now in a rampant bloodlust.
Alright.
As he is now screaming like, I didn't want to be a scientist, I wanted to be a sharpshooter, but they wouldn't let me.
Right.
And so he just keeps shooting.
Go for it. So
Wildly.
Yeah, you roll 1 plus another 1 for your blaster.
Is there any bonuses, or is there...
You get a +1 bonus on both results.
7 and 4.
Okay. Yeah.
Yay.
I'm gonna kill this Rancor. I'm gonna die.
Off a few shots. You know, it's not. It doesn't kill it, but it does draw its attention back to you, which is still away from those who are stealing its food.
It's not to make reply minus, but to do and die.
Is this food any good? Didn't you
And
say
then
it was
there's
like rotten?
There's also a good thing. A good thing happens. So who wants to go next?
Okay, so we have the one crate on the hovers.
Right.
Okay, how much more room do we have on the sled?
You could probably fit 3 more crates.
Okay, do we have 3 more crates that are there?
There are a lot more than 3 more crates around, but unfortunately they're all here.
Yeah. Well, alright, Ed's gonna try to sneak back over there and get another crate.
Alright, so go ahead and roll.
He's gonna do it stealthily, so I'm gonna roll 2.
Go for it.
And that's a 4 and a 4.
Nice.
I'm gonna need Ed to stop killing it at this.
So, yeah, it's distracted. Its attention is not on you. Its attention is on Carl.
Carl the sharpshooter.
However, the Rancor
Carl
is still very
newbie
much in your
superhero.
way, and you kind of need to divert your path a little bit, which means you don't quite get there. But you did remain hidden, and the Rancor remains distracted. So that'll be another. Actually, it's going to be a +2 to all the rolls because that was two good thing happened.
Woo!
Ed's killing it.
So who wants to go next?
I mean, I'm just like, we're getting word back at HQ, and
Alright.
Percy Joel is like,
I'll
okay.
try and drive up to another crate, a different one than where Ed's going, and load up that one.
Sure. So okay, go ahead and make. You can go ahead and roll up to 2 if you'd like. More if you want to invoke any.
Let's do the 2.
Okay.
Okay. I rolled. So I get a +2.
You get +2 to both results.
4 and a 3.
Oh, Matthew!
At least it prevented you from getting a wound.
He did.
Yeah.
So okay, so a good thing happens and a bad thing happens. The good thing is the Rancor did not see you. The bad news is it's still standing directly in the path of everybody to get to the crates. So it's a wash.
Be very still.
Be very, very quiet.
I'm saying
you
land
can arrive
close.
to the scene whenever you'd like.
I mean, I'll say that this round they're making their way over. And the next round they'll show up.
Alright, so then it's the next round. So whoever would like to go.
None of
Very
us.
well. Since
Fuck
mine,
this game.
I mean, I'm still just gonna keep trying to kill this Rancor. Either Rancor or Carl's dying. I have my money on Carl dying.
Go ahead, do it, Carl.
Yeah, you have no bonuses on this, so go ahead and roll.
6 and a 3.
Okay.
Ooh!
I have like all of these rolls recorded, so if you want to look at them.
Okay. You continue to just shoot at this thing. You're hitting it. You can see the blaster marks forming on its hide. It's not slowing by any means, but you definitely have its attention. That's the good thing that happened. That's the success. You successfully hit it and continue to distract it. The bad thing that happens with your 3 is that it now seems to be flying into a rage.
Yes.
Which means the next roll that anybody makes will have -1 on all of their
Damn.
results. So,
All right,
how's
so
it going?
Ed's going for that crate still. and he's still doing it stealthily.
Go for it.
Rolling 2 of those. That's with the negative. That's a 5 and a 2.
Okay, so you get to the crate, but you get a little bit too close to the Rancor as it sidesteps and steps on you. Briefly. You feel something pop in your leg, and you take a wound.
I'm dead.
Oh, that's
You just kind of like twisted your ankle a little and
you
died.
get to the crate and you pick it up.
Runs your
and
back.
The Rancor steps backwards, just crushing you to death.
R.I.P. in pieces. Like, you just see Ed, he's like, I got it! Dead.
And you lifted with your legs and everything. It was so sad.
Alright, so, like, back at the ship, the Eds have been, like, every time they've seen one of the other clones go out, they're like, yeah, not us, not us, not us. And then word finally gets back that Ed has died, and they're just like, oh.
So which Ed designation goes out next? Which one?
Now it's Eddie, number 4.
Alrighty.
He decides to trek out.
Okay, so Fiona, does Percy DeRollo arrive?
Percy DeRollo.
Okay.
DeRollo. Yeah.
He gets to the scene and he sees this shit show.
And he looks around and he's like, you know how I would, he says to like no one in particular, maybe like someone running nearby, you know how I would destroy that Rancor? Thermal detonator, and I throw one.
Nice. So you huck a thermal detonator. Go ahead and roll. You can roll up to 3 if you want.
Gonna roll 3.
Yep.
Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. Do I add anything?
Nope. No add.
6, 5, 4.
Okay. So you huck a thermal detonator, and the Rancor catches it in its hand before it just explodes, blowing the Rancor's hand completely off.
Nice.
The Rancor, who's flying into a rage, is now completely and utterly distracted by the fact that its hand is now gone, and there's this huge explosion. And it seems to be
hell are these
fairly
aliens?
incapacitated for the moment. Alright.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next?
They get bonuses because I did awesome.
Yes, you get a +1. The next roll gets +1 to all the results.
I already went this round, so.
Yeah, Tanner, did you go already?
I think Tanner started the round.
Yeah,
I started it.
Everybody
So
went,
it's Matt's
up-
turn.
So it's anybody
Then,
who wants to go. There's not a specific.
Yeah, then I will reattempt to pick up a second, drive over and load a second crate.
With no one to help you there, so roll quick.
Yeah. And what's the bonus? Just +1?
+1 to everything.
Then I roll a 5 and a 3.
A 5 and a 3. Okay. Yeah, so you get to the crate. However, the Rancor's severed, mangled, exploded hand has landed on the crate. Splattering you and the surroundings in nasty Rancor blood, and partially crushing the crate and hitting it to the floor.
Oh, that's just making Ed's body more flat.
Yeah. Yeah, so the next roll will have -1 to all the results. So,
I'm gonna say that Eddie is traveling this whole round, so that's my action.
That's fair.
Alright,
Yeah,
well, I'm going to... or is it still your turn?
Whoever wants
I was gonna go again
Oh, have at it then.
you can
and
only
just
go,
try
you can
and
only go once before
push.
somebody else goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I will, I guess, smear myself in the blood of the Rancor on the ground and continue to shoot this thing.
But that contract disease.
Oh, I don't care right now. I'll deal with it. As soon as Bloodless is over, he's like, "Oh God, what have I done?" Then he'll probably commit suicide. Negative one, right?
Spreading.
Yeah, it's -1 on all the results.
4 and a 4.
Yeah. So, this Rancor, as you're firing, this Rancor just continues to take hits, stumble backwards, trying to move off center of the area a little bit, freeing up a little bit more space to get to what you guys want to get to. So,
Alright.
Fiona?
Fiona, I am going to shoot at the Rancor some more. I used just my heavy blaster rifle this time.
Sure.
Do I do 3? How many do I do?
Yeah, you can do 3 because it's a fighting thing. Yeah, it's the normal roll of fighting thing in your blaster, so you can roll 3 dice.
Okay.
And
Did I add or
you're getting
subtract?
You're getting +2 to this because the attacks from Carl seem to have it on its heels.
Come on. Son of a crap. So that is 7, 6, and 4.
Okay.
Wait, +2 or +3?
It's +2.
I don't know. Okay, so that's 7. Wait, yeah, 7, 5, 3. I don't know how numbers work.
Okay, so that's 2 successes.
All I do is shoot things. I'm not an engineer. Why are you asking me these things?
All right, so as you unleash several blasts with your blaster, the Rancor doubles over in pain and collapses motionless, crushing half the food crates beneath its massive girth, creating a -1 on the next roll. So, at this point, Roger, your next clone arrives.
Eddie.
Anybody would like to start the round? Make it.
I didn't go that last round.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, no, wait. I'm gonna just... So, it fell back, but is there still just the hand on the crate that I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just try and kind of get that thing off.
Sure. Is there any method in which you want to try and do that might help you out?
Do I have anything that I can, like, connect the hand to, like, the cart that I'm driving? That's some kind of, like...
Yeah, you could probably use your multi-tool for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and, like, chain it up and just drive it off.
Sure. Yeah, so, you can roll, and since you're using the equipment, yeah, you can roll up to 3. One for the multi-tool, one for your engineering expertise.
I rolled... Oh, okay. That's pretty... I rolled 5 and 2 6s.
Wow.
Damn!
Yeah, you spectacularly succeed. You just yank the hand directly off, freeing up the crate, making it available for you to load onto the cart, which you can just do. You load up, pull it off, and you load the crate onto the cart.
Cool.
Alrighty.
That was boring, but I'll take it.
That's why I wanted Ed to die, because I was like, Ed's just succeeding. Like, it's boring as shit. I need Ed to die.
Yeah, the Rancor is dead, and at this point, you guys can load up the rest of the hover sled pretty easily.
What the hell are these aliens that were here?
They kind of scattered. You don't see any around you at the moment. However, as you finish loading up the hover sled, you notice that you see some motion around you, and you see a handful of them re-emerging, and they appear to be armed with blasters.
Suppressing fire!
Do you want some? Carl
Okay,
screams.
so wait. Okay, so who's gonna drive this sled?
I'm driving it right now.
That's an engineer. Engineers drive trains, so they can drive whatever this is.
Okay. Okay.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
I will lay down supporting suppressive fire.
Yeah, I'm just
And
gonna...
protect us.
He protect, he attack. He get rancor, hands off of our food. Off of our snacks, I should say.
Yeah, there you go. He protect, he attack, get the rancor hand off his snacks.
Alright. So,
shooting.
These aliens, they seem to have been, most of them seem to have been the workers that kind of scattered from this area. They've now approaching, now armed, to combat this intrusion. So, someone said they're opening fire?
Yep, I'm gonna do it. How many?
I say blast them.
Same.
You know how I would... How many? Nicholas, how many?
You can roll up to 3.
Up to 3. Is it always up to 3?
Well, for you, since combat is your expertise, you can get an extra die for that. You can die because you're using your blaster. If there's anything else on your character sheet you want to try and use, you could add more dice.
Could I use my quirk? Is that a thing I can do?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to say, so are we all on this, like, sled thing?
No, it's only room for the crates and 1 driver.
Oh, okay. So, whoever's standing by me, I'm going to assume it's the newly arrived Eddie. I'm going to say, before I do that, so when these people are emerging, what are they, like, emerging from?
They're emerging out of the various structures from either side of the street. They kind of, like, went for cover and grabbed weapons and came back.
Okay. I'm going to say to Eddie, you know how I would destroy, or how I would, like, collapse that building? Actually, I'm going to say that the building has, like, that they're coming out of, has, like, an awning type of entrance that they're filing out of.
Sure.
That's big and heavy and could crush them.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say to Eddie, you know how I would destroy that? Thermal detonator. And I throw one.
So you can roll 4. Since you're using your quirk, thermal detonator, your combat expertise, plus the standard 1 die you start with.
Okay. I roll 4 dice. I'm gonna roll the unicorn. I don't want to roll the flag. So unicorn.
There's no bonuses on this.
That's okay. So unicorn, grumpy cat, dog, and a piece of shit. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, that's a mixture. 5, 4, 2, 1.
Oh no! Okay, so you hurl the thermal detonator, and and it bounces and explodes, successfully knocking the 1 pillar out from the side of this. It looks like maybe it was like a spaceship wing that is now making up the awning of this. It knocks the 1 pillar out the one side, which successfully knocks it down, shutting the entrance, knocking off or cutting off a good several of the enemies as they were approaching. However, that pillar knocked sideways into the building next to it, which rumbled and shook and began to lean, hitting another pillar, which lands directly on you, taking you 2 wounds.
So I'm dead.
And killing you.
So,
However,
why am I being targeted?
You're just throwing out thermal detonators.
I
you throw thermal detonators like a
why-
candy.
I don't understand why you're taking this out on me.
But the good news is, all of the collapsing structures around you has bought you a good amount of time, providing +1 to the rolls of whoever goes next.
Alright. I died.
Yeah, you had 2 successes, a good thing, and no, what happened?
I had 1 failure. I had... Wait. I had a 5, a 4, a 1, and a 2.
So a 1 and a 2 are both wounds.
Oh, okay.
So the 5 was the success that blocked everybody off, and then the 4 was the good thing that happened that helped everybody else out.
Okay, so that's okay. So yeah, it works.
Yeah. So you succeeded, and you helped out your friends, but you killed yourself.
But I also died.
Yeah. All right. So you do see a few more on the way. What do you guys? Who wants to go next?
I'll go. Now that I am realize that my foe has been vanquished. I guess I look at the onlookers coming, and realizing they're all armed, I scream, "Get back! Get back! I am infected with horrific Rancor blood, as you can see." And then I hold up my data scanner and make it just go flashy, and then see what that does.
Okay, so you can go ahead and roll 3 data scanner and your quirk. So you're trying to trick them into staying back.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll 3.
At the bare minimum, you confuse them. So.
All right. I rolled a 744.
Okay, using the +1 from the last round.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. As a few of them approach, they're starting to bear down at you, and then they're they stop. You don't think they understand exactly what you're saying, but they stop, and then they kind of slowly back up. And that's the 2 4s that you got grants a +2 to the next whoever's acting next, as your distraction seems to have momentarily halted them in their tracks.
Damn.
Okay, I'm Eddie is not cool with all this shenanigan crap going on. He just wants to get as far away from this as possible. And no distance is a safe enough distance away from this horseshit going on right now. So Eddie is going to get off of the hover sled and try to push it and say, "Let's go!" and get it jump started.
Sure.
And so yeah, he's just gonna try and push that sucker. And so I'm gonna roll 2d6 for that.
Yep.
And it's +2, you said?
+2 to the results, yeah.
That's 6 and a 4.
Okay. So yeah, you do seem to speed up the sled a little bit, gaining a little bit of ground, and with the enemies still relatively distracted, they still hesitate to react, and the +4 grants a +1, or the 4 result of the 4 grants a +1 on the next roll. Back at the ship, Fiona. The commander of your unit realizes that they have to take manners into their own hands.
What the fuck, guys? I am the mightiest. I put on my tallest boots. And I spend the rounds going out to where everyone else is.
Yeah.
all the Eds that are still on this ship are they start clapping for you when you do the slow clap.
Yeah. And this is Tex. Fiona?
What? This is Tex. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, all the Eds are just going, Tex.
Yeah!
But, alright, so, yeah. Who wants to go next?
So, Eddie is on the sled, and I'm driving the sled, right? Is how far, is the Rancor hand still attached?
Yeah, you pulled it off.
Yeah, you pulled it off. It's not. Oh, you mean it's still? Yeah, it's it's still attached by a tow cable dragging behind the sled.
Okay.
Sure.
Is Tanner close enough? What I want to do is use the hand as an additional sled and kind of scoop him up and drive off.
Man, if this works, I'm just going to give them all the middle finger as I'm
So you can go ahead and roll 2 unless you want to do anything special or extra.
I don't know what all I can do extra, so I'm just gonna roll the 2.
Alright.
Alright, well, do I have any bonuses?
This one, I think it was a... Was it
Well, I rolled 2 5s, so that's pretty good.
Yeah,
I think it's a +1,
it's a
yeah.
+1.
It's +1.
Then it's 2 6s.
Nice. Yeah, you know what? You do it. You kind of like pull in, like the sled doesn't move that fast, but you manage to get a little bit enough centripetal force to swing the hand of the Rancor around to get up underneath Carl and drag him along.
You gotta tell him, like, peace among worlds, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah, as you got 2 successes. Alright, so let's go next. As you guys slowly are pushing past the encroaching enemies.
I'm gonna try to make this a fun roll in that since I was still off of the cart trying to push it, and as it's now, like, speeding away, I'm gonna try to jump back on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna roll the 1 here.
Yeah, go for it.
And that's a 5.
Yeah, you
Alright.
Alright.
I'm so good at this.
I know. And the Eds are competent, man. They are just good.
Yeah. So, so anyway.
So I jump on the cart and I pull out my blaster pistol and I just start, like, letting it off. Like, not really aiming at anything, but I'm just like, meow.
Sure. Alright, so, Tanner, you want to go? Or is that the start of a new round?
I thought I already went. Oh, well,
I think we loop back around already.
okay.
Because
So-
is still on
Mine was mine was at the end of the last round, so Rogers was starting the round.
Mhm.
Have we escaped, or...
No, you're still in the process of pushing.
Yeah,
We are in the middle of a car
process
chase.
of escaping.
This is
Okay,
a car
well-
chase.
I guess I'll just, in the severed Rancor hand, start firing into the crowd.
Sure. So go ahead.
I'll do shotgun.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll. You can roll 2 dice unless you want to use anything extra.
Was there any additions to that, or subtractions?
There is not at the moment.
Alright, a 6 and a 4.
6 and a 4. Okay. Yeah, you fire and you take out one of the enemies. The others are kind of like shocked at this, and their shots fly wild. It seems they weren't expecting this much of competence from you.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, we're killing it right now.
Right? I'm surprised. Like, I'm like, holy hell, when did we get competent?
We are very competent stormtroopers, alright.
It's just me. It's because I'm not there.
The scientists back at the ship were like, wow, I didn't think this would work.
Right. So.
Yeah. Scientists should take over the combat roles.
And,
You see, the problem is that the stormtroopers were really competent, just not in the jobs that they were given.
right.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're just misassigned. That's all they are. All right. So. What's Zach next?
Am I there?
Since Roger,
Arriving now.
I will be right back. I'm going to use the restroom.
So Roger started the round. So.
Mm-hmm. Fiona, you just got there, so.
I did just because I'm not. Do you want to go first or me?
I was going to try and have Eddie take over driving and see if I can tinker with the engine to make some kind of like speed boost for us.
Sure. Go ahead. You can go ahead and roll 2, 1 for your engineering. You could probably get another die if you want to use your multi-tool.
Uh,
Or
I
if
can do my
there
multi-tool.
are any quirk or anything, you can get.
Does this count as piloting?
Yes.
Okay, this counts for me then.
My quirk is just that he believes we're all part droid, so I don't know.
Oh, you still have your first one.
It's still the first one.
Yeah.
If you can come
It's
up
just
with a way
I just
to
have
tell me how
I
it
just
might help you.
I'm just not really that worried about it because I know that I can do it because I'm part of a robot and like even if I die, like who cares? Like we'll keep going.
Sure.
Why don't you just like insert your
This needs
finger
to be uploaded
into
to
it and
another
just go
unit.
like
I wanted to like I don't know.
You could speak to
I don't know
this
if it's
machine.
I don't know if it's
machine
okay to
machine.
use, but at one point I was considering just like shit, I don't have any tools. I'll just cut off my hands. So I'll roll 4 for this then. Oh, that's not good. Do I get any pluses
No.
for this one?
oh my god, he's finally gonna die.
There's no pluses.
No pluses? Okay, then I rolled a 4, a 3, and 2 1s.
Yes, you're super dead.
So, so you kind of like hold out the steering wheel for
Eddie.
and then kind of like peek your head in like kind of under the hood to begin tinkering on it, not realizing that Ed has not taken the wheel yet. And the upper sled careens sideways, smashing into the wall, pinning you on the side of it to the wall, and you just become a smear. As you guys continue speeding forward.
All right.
Well, I'm just gonna say that this, like, I'm gonna, like, cut in here and, like, do my actions, and this kind of leads into my thing. I'm gonna try and take the wheel.
Take this what?
This
Just
shit.
take the wheel.
Yeah, Eddie's gonna
Take
take
the
the wheel.
Right.
So he's gonna roll 2 here
And you get
since
no
we're
bonus
piloting.
because the good thing of Lambda handing it to like the guy who knows how to pilot,
Yeah.
counteracted by the fact that the ship is now like off steady, like careening
Yeah.
against one of the buildings, has offset, so you have
Yeah.
no bonus.
Alright, so I got a 4 and a 6.
Okay, so you successfully right the sled, so you're no longer running it into everything that's flying by you, and in fact you have actually in doing so must have shook something loose, because as soon as you bring it to steady, you get a boost of speed. So whatever Lambda was trying to might have snapped into place as soon as you righted the craft, granting a +1 on the next action that it
And I'm like, yes! Yes! Get us away from this place!
Is it just Eddie and I in the car now, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like running. I just get there and I see them like zoom past me on this.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Now keep in mind they're not going too super fast. But they're going fast enough to deal some damage, but not so fast that like you could somewhat keep up with them.
I mean,
Alright.
this isn't a speeder here.
No. It's like an industrial sled.
awkward backwards run while shooting at the people following us.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
And that's a
You get
Key.
+1.
+1. That's 4, 4, 3.
Okay. You don't land any shots, but the your fire, intentional or not, serves as suppressing fire as everybody kind of ducks down.
I mean, like, it's literally impossible to hit people, so I'm not too surprised.
Right. It's such an achievement when you can.
I mean, that's why she's
however,
a clone.
your blaster fire does alert a lot more to your presence. Your fire seems to be keeping them back. So you had 2 good things and a bad thing. So 2 of those canceled out to one good thing. So
Alright.
the next roll will have +1
Woo!
So Tanner?
Jeez, is there anything besides shooting I can do? In
You
this
try to get on the
situation?
cart.
Yeah, I guess I
Now
am
you're
still.
in the hand.
Yeah,
I guess
you're
I'll get on the cart.
You are like friggin' kneeboarding behind this fucking.
I guess I'll try to get on the cart with Eddie.
Yeah, go ahead. So go ahead, and it would just probably be a single roll unless you want to employ anything else at your disposal.
Is there any bonuses to this?
There is a +1.
+1, yeah.
Thanks.
So what was it?
I rolled a 6.
A 6?
5 plus 1, 6.
Yeah. So yeah, you successfully get onto the sled.
Alright, well, hey buddy.
Hey, I'm focused on trying to get us away from this, so I say hey, and then I immediately turn back. I'm like,
That's fair, as I guess the two of us are right now just trying to get away scot-free. So yeah, I guess that was my turn.
Okay. And Matt, your character arrives. Fiona, does your do you want to do anything else at the moment?
Shoot him some more.
Do it. You're beginning to pull away a little bit.
Uh-oh. Did I get anything?
No.
I may be dead. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. All right. So,
it's a good thing text showed up.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you come running into battle with your,
This one wasn't
your
even
awesome,
cool.
badass black death trooper armor. You know, you take matters into your own hands as the rest of your squad has failed you, and you approach as you see them on the hover sled coming towards you with the enemies behind shooting, and you hold a stance and you fire off some shots right as the hover sled just takes you out.
Learn how to drive.
The whole time I was like, get out of the way!
I feel like it was like, you know how in Austin Powers, who's like, get out of the way, but it's just like slow motion screams.
Yes.
I need to set up my stance. I can do it. I think you can do these things, Nemo, but you just can't. So that's 2 wounds, right?
That was 2 wounds. And you
I already had one from earlier, so I'm dead. Yeah.
R.I.P.
I have no more.
You're basically Boba Fett.
Right. Now, and the bad thing that happens is you see a speeder swoop in with a gun mounted on the back,
Oh shit.
and it begins firing at you.
Alright, guys.
And the next action will have -1 to the results.
Alright, guys. We gotta lose
Got
some weight.
you.
So I try to drive the sled to like break the Rancor hand off of the back of the sled.
Fair.
Sure. So go ahead and
So-
roll 1 for your piloting. Anything else?
I'm gonna say that that's like invoking my quirk because I'm like, we need to get faster because we need to get further away from this. So
Sure.
my quirk is like no distance, it's
Yeah.
a safe distance.
Right. Sounds good. So go ahead and roll 3.
So okay, let me get 3, roll them, and it's -1, right?
-1 to all the results.
So that's oh god. That's a 1, a 3, and a 2. So I'm gonna die.
That's what I rolled. That's literally what I rolled.
no.
So you do successfully skid the sled, so the dragging Rancor hand catches on some nearby debris. However, the tether that Lambda used was stronger than you anticipated. It jerks the entire sled so you fly over the dash and just crack your head with a sickening crunch on the front.
R.I.P. in pieces, Eddie. You were very confident.
Well, I guess Just me.
I'm imagining all of the stormtroopers are on this ship, like watching this, like they have a live feed, like that. I'm gonna retcon that. I'm gonna say that my recon drone was like recording the entire scene, and I had my recon drone like giving sick footage of our stunts.
That's what they do on the Death Star, like at the office party. They just like look at the best deaths, like
Yes.
They
Yes,
vote on the best ones at the end.
yeah.
that is 100% what happened. I'm definitely retconning that.
Absolutely. So the hover sled slows to a halt as it's no longer being piloted by anybody.
Ah, fuck.
The speeder that's in pursuit is slowly circling around. What are Tanner and Matt? Matt, your character just arrives. You're new.
Fuck it.
So I know how to fail every ship, that it will explode and kill everyone. I believe it says. Well, let me double check that.
You basically know how everything can break.
You know how to make everything blow up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say that there's some kind of Death Star like hole in the speeder that I can shoot and make it blow up. So can I invoke an experience for that?
Yeah.
Or is that just part of the quirk?
Have you used an expertise yet for this character?
No, he just got here.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can. So this character should have 1 expertise.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you can use that to see that this make of speeder does in fact have a weakness. So you can use that die right now. You can use your die for your quirk, and you get an extra 1 for engineering, so you can roll up to 4.
Cool. I will do that.
And you're shooting too, right?
Right.
So you can roll 5.
So I have a blaster.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
This could also end really bad.
Oh.
Because it's a negative on all the rolls.
I get a -1 on all the rolls? Okay. Well, I then roll 2 zeros, a 2, a 1, and a 4. So,
Matthew.
pretty dead.
You just got there.
So you run out and you see this
Like,
speeder
don't worry, I got it.
and you go, I know exactly what this thing's weakness is. And
then
your
just
blaster,
boom.
And you fire. And you do in fact take out one of its engines, which breaks free and then spirals off careening right into your head. Just taking it clean off your shoulders. However, that does leave the speeder, which is still flying unsteady, trying to right itself, granting a +1 on the next roll.
So, god damn. I guess I'm all that remains.
For now.
Yeah,
So-
Edwin
What
is traveling
happens
this
to
whole
me?
round.
What do I do?
So, the way it works in the game is, at this point, you can take control of an NPC that is nearby, who will help out the group, who does have wounds, can take up to 2 wounds, but can't die. So when you lose 2 wounds, you just basically get stunned until the next scene.
Okay.
So, if you want, you can be an alien that, for whatever reason, wants to help the group. You can be maybe a nearby droid that, for whatever reason, wants to step up and intervene or help. Or
I want to. I heard them talking about how they were all droids, so I'm gonna help my droid friends.
Sure. Yeah. So you were a nearby droid in the crowd, overhearing one of them talk about how they were a droid in disguise, apparently,
Yeah.
And so
These droids clearly need this for some droid reason. Yeah.
You do not have the expertise that you had before. You do have a blaster.
Oh boy.
That's it.
Shit. Okay. I'll let everyone else go.
Alright, so it's time just to get weird. So
Yeah,
let's just...
This was normal.
So fuck it. I'm just going to, like, I don't know, drive this fucking sled full blast as hard as I can and see if I escape.
Okay, so you hop back down in the driver's seat and take off. So go ahead and roll. I think it's just going to be a D6 unless you want to use something.
I'm ready for you to fail spectacularly.
Think of something.
Wildly.
Uh-huh.
Do I get a plus to any of this?
You get a +1 because the ship was damaged by.
I.
No. What was the next one? What was the one
Do
that
you-
just arrived, Matt?
Wait, Kappa was the one who arrived
And then
and
immediately
died.
Listen, do you want me to send you this? Because, like, I swear to God, I'm not making this shit up. I rolled a 5, so +1, 6.
Wow, nice.
I will take screenshots.
I believe you. I believe you. Yeah, no. You get behind the driver's seat and you click the hover sled into gear and you begin moving it forward again. The speeder does take shots at you, but due to its unsteady nature, it is able to get you in its sled. And it misses. Just get the speeder moving again. Okay.
Screen.
So Matt, your new character arrives, as does, or actually Roger, your character arrives now.
Edwin.
Edwin.
Edwin is there. No, actually, I'm going to say that you are wrong in your assessment because Edwin does not get there. Because Edwin believes that combat roll is the most efficient way to travel. So Edwin is taking 2 turns to get there because Edwin is combat rolling as much as he can. He's just like, he's shuffling along and he's like, combat roll, and he's announcing. And he's not good at it either. So combat roll and flop onto his back, and then he's like,
Like when you watch like very young children try to somersault, like they like don't bend their arms, it's just like straight up and just flop.
Yes. So that is what Edwin is doing. So I'm going to say that Edwin is not there. He's going to take an extra turn to get there.
Sure. And you know what? That for doing that, next time when you do arrive, next action you can take an extra die.
All right.
All right. So then, okay. So Fiona, your droid character, steps out and enters the fray.
So I'm gonna try to take. So there's 2 engines on the
What kind
thing,
of droid
right?
do you want to be? You
Oh, I don't.
You could be like a humanoid droid, like the bounty hunter droid, or you could be like a C-3PO type droid who's just like in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's just there.
You can be like an
You could be like an
R2-D2.
R2-D2 or like a BB-8 kind of droid.
What I initially imagined was those ones that have those like very triangular heads that like kind of walk around.
Oh, like a battle droid from like the prequels.
Shit, I don't know.
I think that's
Yeah, that's probably what I mean. Droid. Yes, that's
Oh,
exactly
you mean
what
like,
I'm
yeah,
talking about.
the battle
Yeah.
droids from the
Yeah.
prequels? Yeah.
I want to be a battle droid.
an
Roger,
alien
Roger.
almost.
Roger,
battle
Roger.
droid
That's you.
that must have gotten lost here when a separate
Yeah.
ship careened into the unknown region. Still barely running on power. This battle droid steps up to fight.
Yeah.
This guy's like, this is my time.
he steps
Finally.
very stiffly.
I've
Like
been
I
waiting.
imagine he walks kind of like the Tin Man, He steps out of the crowd. He's like, this is my time. So they're still being pursued by that one ship?
Yes.
He's gonna try to take out the other engine. Of
Go
course.
So
And
go
probably.
ahead and roll 2 dice. One for
Two dice.
distraction and one for your blaster.
Do I add anything?
No. There's no bonuses on this one.
Okay, that's a 3 and a 4.
Okay. So, yeah. So your fire definitely gets its attention, and it's the ship kind of readjusts its course. However, it looks like they are. However, it looks like they are priming up another set of blaster cannons on this thing.
Ooh.
So the good thing and the bad thing cancel out, so the next roll has no bonus. So, Matt, your new character arrives.
Alright, which one am I? Alright, this is Mew.
Okay. You ran right past Edwin.
And Edwin's like, comment roll. And he's like, you gotta, no, this is faster, trust me. He's like, how are you doing that?
So I guess I will also fire towards the speeder. I don't have much else for now, so let me do. Yeah, I'll just shoot at the speeder.
Okay. Go ahead.
If I get 2 fit.
Yeah, you can roll 2 if you'd like, unless there's something that you want to invoke that'll help you.
Not yet. Oh, okay. So I rolled a 6 and a 1.
All right. So yeah, you definitely hit the speeder. You see some sparks fly as your hits land. However, one of the shots hits one of the more armored parts of the speeder, and the shot ricochets back, striking you in the shoulder, dealing 1 wound.
Bad idea. It's indestructible.
But you did hit it twice, which is impressive. And you hit yourself once.
I mean, we have already surpassed the competence of the people we were cloned from, like, tenfold.
Yeah.
I don't know why this program was canceled.
Yeah, like, we are wild successes. Like,
Alright, so, Carl 2? Is that what we're on?
Yeah, Carl Jr.
Carl Jr.
I think
hey, Carl Jr. is still kicking, man.
Yeah.
it's high time for him to die, and you know I've been trying.
Yeah.
So yeah, now this speeder, who now has 2 sets of blaster cannons, are aiming it down at you all. What does Carl Jr. do?
Like I said, he's just gonna keep going. As he says, you know what, this is the most competent that any Stormtrooper's ever been. I can die happy. So he's just gonna keep flying the ship. He's like, I gotta get this food to the fucking Maldroid.
Sure, go ahead and roll 1d6, unless there's anything you want to add.
Is there any way I could science this car to go faster?
Science.
Drop some science bombs on it.
Carl Jr., the science trooper.
Certainly try.
Fuck it, just 2d6. I'm going to try to science this car to go quicker.
You kind of look at it. While it's not entirely your area of expertise, you may be able to, with your knowledge of science, might be able to make this thing function better.
You have, like, formulas floating around your helmet and everything.
Oh, it's time to die. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Wow. So, throw open the panel, and
It just fucking explodes in your face.
You see nothing that looks even remotely sciencey to you. This is all but you're like, maybe if you dig a little deeper, you can find out. You just plunge your arm in, and circuit shorts, and the panel explodes, taking your arm clean off, and blood just squirting out. You just slowly lose consciousness and flop over onto the side, off of the side of the sled.
I die knowing I did well.
So now the cart has stopped. The only person that's there is the droid, and when I say person, I'm using that loosely.
Yeah. No. Matt's
Yeah.
character's arrived.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, the cart is very stopped.
Right. Yeah. So. Yeah. So the droid's there. Roger. Edwin arrives finally.
Yeah, after combat rolling his way there, he's out of breath. He's like, hey guys.
Yeah, Mew is there, and then Scientist 3 is on the way. Tanner.
Yeah, he is Scientist 3, otherwise Carla.
Carla. Alright, dig it.
It's like, alright, I didn't think I'd be called in. Carl Jr. was doing so well, so yeah, Carla's on the way.
Alright. Okay, so then, of the battle droid, Edwin or Mew, what do you guys want to do? You still have the speeder that's kind of like hovering around, training its blasters on you all.
I'm gonna try to shoot it again.
Go for it.
It's a 2.
Rolling 2.
Oh, double 5s.
Nice. Yeah, you hit it, dealing some damage, and it doesn't. The other engine does in fact explode, causing the ship to drop, crashing into the ground. But it does crash, like, in your path about 100 feet up the way.
Okay.
You can get around it, but it's still in front of you.
That's fine. I'm like chasing after him, like, droid friends. Roger.
In their clean, white fuselages. Yes. So then, Edwin, you're there, and Mew, you're there.
Okay. I'm gonna try and see if I can repair the damage to the sled and start it back up.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll. You can add your engineering and for your multi-tool.
Cool.
Or anything extra if you have. I don't remember what your quirk is.
He gives scrap to people.
Oh yeah.
Which I was excited to use, but have not found a way yet, so we'll see.
Life finds a way.
So this is nothing to the bonus, right?
No bonus currently.
Alright. I have a 6, a 5, and a 3.
Okay. So yeah, you get it started up. Yeah, pretty handedly. However, up ahead, you see that there are enemies piling out of the downed speeder. They are taking position and getting ready to fire. The next roll will have -1 to all of the results. But the speeder's working.
Okay, I'm gonna use my expertise to say that on my way over, while Edwin was combat rolling, he took note of a pretty out of sight passageway that he was combat rolling through that we could probably use to get back to the ship that nobody would follow us.
Sure. So that'll be expertise of 2?
Yes.
Sure. Okay, so do you want to lead you want to lead people that way? Is that what you want?
Yeah. And yeah, I'm just gonna try to like lead the cart and say like this way, and like just do that, and then like try to provide like some, I'm gonna combat roll in and be like this way.
Sure. So go ahead and roll. You can add a die because you combat rolled the whole way there, and you can use one or two of the available dice for knowing that path.
Let's just roll them all. You know, why not?
Sure.
So
you can roll 4. To lead people that way.
Okay, and then I'm just to give myself like some extra flavor, I'm gonna like let off a couple blasts at the speeder things. See if we do anything with that. All right, so this is good. I got a 1, a 4, a 3, and another 4.
Okay, and that was with the -1 to everything.
Okay, wait, nope. Let me take that back. That's a 0, a 3, a 2, and another 3.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Okay,
Yes.
So 2 bad things and 2 wounds.
Guys, Edwin is killing it. he combat rolled. Lots of victory.
Combat rolls in, and the everybody at the ship. So he lets off a few fire, but instead of being suppressing fire, it just alerts everybody that he's there, and they just unload on him. And in fact, they see where he was pointing, and the one still intact cannon on the side of the ship turns and fires, crumbling that passage, so it's no longer available. As all of the blaster bolts just ripped into Edwin, just disintegrating him right there where he stood.
R.I.P. Edwin. He combat rolled his way into our hearts.
And now we'll now have -2, as this firing squad is now just like unleashing everything they have on everyone.
So back at the ship, all of the Eds are like disgusted watching this happen, and they're like, "God damn it, Edwin! We told you to stop with the fucking combat roll." and so Double D is like, "This guy made a tactical."
We tried to tell him.
Double D's like, he made a tactical error. He should have tried to get the high ground, and that way he would have succeeded. The same way I succeeded at doing push-ups is the same way that you can succeed in a firefight. And so Double D is like, I'm just going to show you guys how it's done. And at this point, it's just him and Edward. So he's like, I don't know who you're talking about with these guys, but it's just you and me.
There is a droid standing nearby. It's an ARC-2 unit that you guys know as R2GG. There, and it gives you a thumbs up with its opinion.
Like, thanks.
With their friend Nori.
No, Double D calls GG Double G.
Double G.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. The protocol droid on your ship is Y0L0.
Oh.
But anyway, so we still have the battle droid there. Ed, Double D is on the way. Or no? Which one's the commander? Roger.
Edward.
Edward is the commander. So Ed.
Yeah, he's the most formal. Yeah, Double D.
So Carla arrives.
All right. Is there any sort of like aliens that could look like pets?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
There might be in the crashed ship. You never know. There's all the bad guys with guns there, though.
I'm trying to think, what can I even like do right now that besides die?
I've got one. If you want to think about it for a minute.
Sure, have at it.
I'm going to try and create a gift out of the scrap on the sled, and I am going to call for a ceasefire and try and present it to the aliens filing out of the speeder.
I love it.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
So I'm going to use my multi-tool. Yeah, I'm going to use my multi-tool to craft and my quirk. So I'm going to roll 3.
Yeah.
I rolled a. Did I get any bonuses?
I think it's a -1, right?
It's -2.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, I roll a 0, a -1, and a 2.
That's the lowest roll in the game. I think that's taken the red for lowest roll.
So you use your multi-tool and you fashion this thing out of scrap and you just offer it up, and they just go, "He's got an explosive!" and they just light you up, blast your fire as you're holding it out, and the small bauble just falls out of your hand as you.
Oh, that's actually a really sad death. That's the one where kind of funny. Like this one's just
Stop the violence.
Yeah, I think to mimic that, Carla is going to just go to the aliens, just like, we just want to eat. This is a horrible misunderstanding. Created by ineptitude and a lot of guns.
Alright. So, you can roll 1.
Alright.
If you want to
Yeah.
try and invoke anything else, you can try to.
just trying to use some diplomacy here.
Let's see. I don't think so, unless, like, expertise can give me something with aliens.
Possibly.
Let's see, I would say that, like...
Have you used your expertise yet? Yeah.
No, not at all. Like I said, I will use my scientific expertise to be like, if you will just let us take the food, we will give you science. We will fashion you.
We will grant you science.
Sure. You could say that you've learned that the alien races in this specific region of space is they covet technology and science because they're unable to fashion it themselves. So you can go ahead and use that, create a pool with that. That would be expertise 2.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, you have a pool of 2 dice you can use now or save and other people can use. Or you can roll them both now if you'd like.
I'll use it now. Just be like, we will give you technology, we will give you, like, science, scientific advancement. Just let us have some damn food so we can eat.
Alright, go ahead and roll. You're rolling 3.
I rolled a 2, a 5, and a 6.
Okay. So, a 5 and a 6 both succeed. You can see that they begin lowering their blasters. However, one blaster bolt rings out, strikes you in the shoulder. You take 1 wound.
Ow.
And then you see the aliens look over at the one guy who's holding the blaster, and then he realizes what he did. He kind of lowers it, and they kind of give him stern looks. But and one of the aliens step forward and like kind of holds out his hand, like, give us this technology or science or whatever it is.
I hand my data scanner and say, more is to come. Come with me to my ship.
Okay. The aliens stand down. And they let you pass with the food that you have collected. And you manage to hold out, have the food and supplies to at least survive a little bit longer on this hellscape of a planet you've been trapped on.
You have fewer mouths to feed.
Absolutely.
Yes.
This food will last a lot longer now. How many? So we lost all 5 of Fiona's troopers. We only had 2 left of Rogers.
Yeah.
How many did we have?
We were on double D.
3.
You had 3 left of Tanner's. We have what? 2 or 3 left of yours, Matt.
I have 2 left.
2 left. Okay. So.
We set a record for the most competent stormtroopers, guys.
Yeah, really.
20 stormtroopers that you all started with, you finished with 7.
Nice. Solid numbers there.
I like it.
So, anyway, thanks everybody who tuned in. Sorry for the technical difficulties we started out with. Things should get smoother as we go. But this was SideTrack. It's our weekly live stream we do every Monday night at 9-ish. It was 9:30 today, and later than that after things. Doesn't matter. We'll be streaming different things every time, and the month of December is Star Wars month. And next Monday, we'll be back with a segment that we call Discussions and Doodles, where we'll be discussing Star Wars The Last Jedi, and I'll be doing some artwork live on the stream while we talk about it. So we hope to see you then, and until then, check out ProjectDerailed.com for more nerdy awesomeness. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for watching.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
That was stupid.
We should have told them, but we were